Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast. I am your host, Jason Hardin, and I am absolutely excited to be here, man. Life of a Boss, the podcast is the realest and rawest podcast on personal development. Man, we help people create and live their own definition of success. And that's important, man. I can't stress that. Your own definition of success. You're not out here trying to live or create or find anybody else's definition of success. You're not here for that. You're not here to live anybody else's definition of success. You are not here for that. You are not brought onto this world, this planet, into existence to live or pursue anyone else's definition of success but yours. And I can't emphasize that enough or stress that enough, because I think people get lost. So many people get lost, and I can say that because I was so many people. And I know I represent so many people. You know what I'm saying? Just me. I whatever I go through, I know so many people feel that exact same way. So I'm here on this episode speaking to those so many people and anyone else that can relate. So that's so many more people. But I say that to say this. I had to learn that it was my own definition of success that I was supposed to pursue. I had to learn that myself. There was one, I used to, man, when they say that people buy shit to only impress other people, it's like I was so caught up in that, man. I had things I didn't even care about. You know, that I only made moves to get because other people thought that shit was cool. You know, I had a 6'4" Impala on 100 spokes, clean as hell, with the glass bottle still on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That was worth money. It was clean. It was chrome. It was silver, the whole car. The car was silver. It had all the chrome on it with the chrome 100 spokes rims, and I hated that damn car. Have you ever driven a boat? That's how that car felt. It felt like driving a boat. Like from in and out, you know, from the way I couldn't stand that damn car. And the only reason why I got it was to impress other people, because it was somebody else's definition of success. In my hood, where I come from, that's what the homies want. That's what they was looking up to in my era. You know, 6'4" Impala. You ain't even gotta ever seen one to know 6'4" Impala to even utter the phrase 6'4" Impala. Like, it's lyrics and songs about it. You know what I'm saying? And I got caught up in it. You know, I was so caught up in impressing other people. I was so caught up in validation and needing it, and taking so many opinions from other people that I didn't really care to be like. There was people that I didn't want to be like, that I tried to impress, that I tried to gain things and have things, and it be the things they would want. You know, it wasn't the shit that I really cared about. And I say that to say that I spent years chasing and getting and obtaining what other people thought was success. Quick, fast, bad money. I got that too. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing that was enticing to a youngster that I did not partake in regards to, I guess, that bad boy shit. I never got into drugs or anything. Just to say that, but I'm saying like there was nothing outside of, anything like that I probably didn't partake in. All kind of little schemes and ways to get money and just in gangs. I really didn't get into gangs, and I like to say that because I like to put it all out there. We're talking, they put shit on wax, and this is on wax, so I like to clarify. Let me take a quick sip, but I like to clarify, like I never got into gangs and heavy into drugs, or at least using it. And like besides that, I was trying to impress. And if I did sell drugs, it was because I thought selling drugs was impressive. I thought, wow, they sell dope. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't the dope dealers that I grew up with that I was admiring. It was the ones I saw on the TVs and movies. The dope dealers I knew in the hood, man, I didn't want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like I said, a lot of stuff that I really wanted was stuff they pushed on the media. And my definition of success is what Hollywood and what television and what movie stars and what all that told me what success was. What all them said what success meant is what I was trying to get. I was trying to have money. I was trying to have the toys and the material things, and I like at not one point in my childhood and in my youth did I pursue volunteering or doing for the community. At not one point. At not one point. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny how my definition of success has a lot to do with giving back and helping the community and being involved. But what I was pursuing, what was imputed in me, had nothing to do with that. And I'm realizing all this as I'm speaking because we're supposed to speak. You know what I'm saying? And in talking and communicating, we can find out, what things really mean. And I'm realizing how serious that influence of television and idolizing people that didn't know me and wasn't from where I was from, or people on TV idolizing just folks that were out there, not the right people in my community. When I was young, I didn't know nobody in my community. I know my mama and my daddy and whoever lived in this house. That was my community, and I didn't know anybody who was doing shit for anybody else in my community. And it was funny because even when I was living with my granny back in the day, she did for the community, and I wasn't up on it. I was in like first grade, second grade living with my granny, and then I lived with her again in fourth grade. But I never really understood why she did the things she did. She gave back. She was so giving. She went to the prisons. My granny went to the prisons and used to do for them prisoners. You know what I'm saying? Be teaching church. I don't know what the hell she was doing in prison. I don't know what she was doing, but I know we'd be parked outside the prison in the car for hours. At least an hour. I don't know. Hour is hours for youngsters. If you had us there 1 hour, if we was out there 45 minutes, that was hours to youngsters. So I felt like we was out there for hours in front of the prison. Like once a week, once a month. It was regular. And we used to be out there in the car across the street from the park where she would have the soup giveaways. And I was watching this, and I still wasn't watching this. That was her definition of success. It was all about giving back. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how what we naturally want to do is not what we're promoted by mainstream media to want to do. So, creating and living your own definition of success is so important. That's why that's the tagline, because that's what being a boss is all about. That's what being in total self-control is all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what the eternal pursuit for growth and knowledge and personal development, and always trying to better yourself, always trying to be a better you, always trying to, always starting with you in regards to bettering yourself and improving yourself and investing in yourself. Like that's what it's about. And I didn't know what that was about. I didn't know that was the secret to success. When you get to the point where you're just giving, that means you have it all. To a certain point. And she had it all. We wasn't homeless and she was giving. We wasn't sleeping on the couch and she was giving. She was giving that with a beautiful home. We lived in a beautiful home. Every time I lived with my granny, she had a beautiful home with beautiful furniture. She had class and style and she gave. And she gave, and I didn't catch that until I got much older. I didn't catch the secret to success was being the best you that you could be. And the best you, not the best you that you think you're supposed to be from watching TV or some music videos or online, or you know what I'm saying? Now they got so many ways to distract you from wanting to be you. They make up ways to make you want to be something else, thinking that is you. Maybe I'm that. Now you questioning you instead of knowing what the hell you supposed to do. And you only know what you're supposed to do by fully investing in you, fully turning that camera lens that you have in your mind inwards and saying, what do I need to do to make me better, healthier, stronger? Because when your body's healthy, your mind's healthy. And when your mind's healthy, man, you can do healthy things, like I said, like make money, like solve problems, like stay in shape and lose weight, or gain weight if you're skinny. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation you're in, you can improve by creating and living your own definition of success. Your own definition of success. Stop chasing what everybody else wants and chase what you want. And I said all that, because we're going to get back to confidence, because that's why I went on that rant, because that builds confidence. No, you know what? Confidence comes when you're fully you. When you're able to be you. And if you're not chasing your own shit, you'll always be comparing your level of success and progress and all that with somebody else's. And that's the most un-you shit you can do. So creating and living your own definition of success has a major part on confidence, on your level of confidence. Because if you're out there trying to be somebody else, then that means somebody else is what you're measuring your worth by. If you're out here trying to be yourself, then you're your own standard of measurement. Wherever you go in life, whatever you create, and living like that, then it's like there's no limits. Then the possibilities become endless, because you are a whole new human being going through a whole new human experience, getting to whole new goals. Seeing a combination of things and experiences and tastes and touches that are unique only to you. And you have to embrace that, and embrace it at a level where you walk with that as your armor, as your light. So you can keep your chest out and your head held high. Because like I said, it's all about confidence. And if you can't move with confidence, then it's all bad. It's all bad. If you can't move with confidence, something is wrong. Show me somebody who's not confident and something is wrong. Something is wrong with that person. If he had total confidence, that means anything that was wrong with him, he owns. He owns. Man, life didn't start for me until I became confident. You know, you could deflate me like an inflatable damn whoop. I ain't gonna say whoop because those are small. Like an inflatable pool. You can deflate me like an inflatable pool when I didn't have no confidence, you know, at the prick of a pin. You know what I'm saying? Like there was so little you could do to make me feel like shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you didn't have to do much to make me feel like shit. Do you know somebody like that? Are you somebody like that? Somebody ain't got to do much. If they know the right button, if they know the right word, the right diss, if they know to talk about your mama because she was on drugs, or to talk about your house because it had roaches, or talking about your daddy because he's whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you got something like that on you that owns you, and you don't own it, then you can be so deflated. Someone can just let the air out of you at any given moment. In a rap battle, they'll smash you. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem, before he owned his shit. Once Eminem owned his shit and rapped about his shit, he rapped about anything anybody could ever say about him. His trailer park house, his strung out mama, he rapped about everything anybody could say about him. And what did that do but not make him more powerful? Now he could use his talents to do anything he wanted. And could nobody have nothing on him? Couldn't nobody stop him? Couldn't nobody say, hey, your mama's a dope fiend and you lived in a trailer? You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody look at me and say, hey, your mama and daddy were dope fiends and you lived in a crack house. Like, man, tell me that shit now. And it makes me think about all the things I've been through to get where I'm now. Tell me that shit when I was going through it. And I wasn't, you know, and that's where it was more valuable. I was going through it. And I didn't know how to use that as my like inspiration. I was just sad and upset and mad all the time. And I had no confidence. I wasn't chasing my own definition of success. I was so focused on what other people wanted when I was young. I was measuring myself against other people and what they thought was success was, and I was always comparing myself to people. I was always comparing myself to people. My house to their house, my car to their car, my family's car to, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't have none of that shit, so it was easy to compare. Like, we don't have nothing. I'm already at a loss. Like, and it takes you a while to learn you didn't have nothing, because I didn't start off unconfident. I didn't become unconfident until people told me I didn't have shit. And people didn't have to tell me. I saw that I didn't have shit. Like, whoa, we don't have shit. And you only learn you don't have shit when you start being around people with shit. You're just like, oh, we don't have this, we don't have this. And it ain't a luxury to them. It's like, what? You don't have this? Like going back in time, like indoor plumbing. You don't have indoor plumbing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt. And it took a while for me to get that. Yeah, I mean, to understand that we didn't have shit, and that how I was living was not right or healthy, or and it was completely dysfunctional and wrong and bad. And that's when I lived with my parents. So that there's a lot of things that made me unconfident. There was a lot of things, and that was just one, and that was several, you know what I'm saying? That created several issues. So I had every reason in the world to be unconfident. I still would have every reason in the world to be unconfident if I didn't know the truth. And the truth is, man, life is what you make it, not what somebody else made it. It's what you make out of all the nonsense, out of all the stress, the pain, the tears, the hurt, the hate, out of all that. It's what you make out of it. And you gotta find confidence there, because that's where it is. In you being you, and knowing that, not comparing yourself to anyone, and living your original journey and telling your story. Not letting somebody else tell you your story. That's why history is so important to people. They want to tell their story. Like, no, it ain't the way you said it was. My grandfather's grandfather didn't do that. And that shit's important to people. It's not to me, but it is to a certain degree. It's not to me to where history is my favorite subject. But I love knowing interesting facts about the people that I have lineage with, I guess. So confidence is something that we have to create. It's not something you find, it's something you create, man. And it's as easy as creating what success is to you. What do you want out of life? What entices you? Where's your curiosity? What do you wonder about? What can you do for hours on end and it not feel like hours on end? What's fun to you? What's fun to you to where you want to know all about it? How they make it, how they do it, how they build it, how they mold it, how they package it, ship it, sell it. You want to know everything about it. Start there. Create and live your own definition of success and confidence that comes with doing that will take you anywhere you want in life. When I started doing me to the fullest, things happened. I was on red carpets in Hollywood. I was at the parties where the celebrities were the brokest motherfuckers there. I was at celebrity houses. Their house was the venue. Their house was the venue. Jamie Foxx, I'm gonna name him. I'm putting him out there because he rents his house to a lot of people. He has a beautiful home, and I say that because like his shit must be on Airbnb now. Jamie Foxx getting that Airbnb money now, because he was doing this shit before Airbnb. That motherfucker rents his house out to have a beautiful party, and I ain't gonna say where his house is. But he has a beautiful property overlooking some beautiful shit. And you don't even look at that shit because so much amazing shit is at the party. I went to a party where MC Light was the DJ. She wasn't a special guest. She wasn't a special celebrity DJ. Like, she was just the DJ. You know? Like the homies I got now, the DJ, she was like their homie, the DJ. She wasn't on the flyer. You know, she was just the DJ. That's how star-studded and nonchalant some of these events I've been to. You know, like I said, it all came with having confidence in myself. When I started having confidence, when I was no longer that person you can let the air out of. You know what I'm saying? Do you get it now? You know what I'm saying? When I owned all the shit you could say about me. Confidence just came out of nowhere, like, whoa, what's this? You know what I'm saying? That's what that does, man. That's what chasing your definition of success does. That's what being you does. That's what being who you are does. Who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Chasing the shit that you really want that ain't cool to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to make harmonicas, but you just want to make some dope harmonicas. You know what I'm saying? You want to make harmonicas that are so long and at a whatever material. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you want to do. You want to make irons. You want to make computers. You want to make games. You want to make hubcaps. It doesn't matter. If you want to do it, that's the only person's permission you need. That's the only person's approval, and you master that. That's what comes, like, master that. You can't master that if you care what other people think about you doing it. It's just not possible. Take your confidence. Somebody's not going to give it to you. It's not how it works. And you take it by doing you to the fullest, investing in you, exploring you, creating you, not finding yourself. Because if you find yourself, you expect to find it in someone else. You expect someone else to give it to you, like hand it to you, like here's who you are. It's like, nah, that shit don't work that way. Create who you want to be. Change your mind, you change your life. Spoken by the late great Della Reese. I remember those words. And gaining confidence was as easy as changing my mind, man. Changing my mind, changing the way I thought. This all starts with a choice. A simple choice. Simple choice to be who you gonna be and do what you have to do to be that. Are you willing to do what you have to do to be what you want to be? To have what you want to have? Because that doesn't take confidence to do. To do what you have to do for you don't even take confidence. But once you start doing it, whoo! Woo! The world opens up, my friend. Confidence is key. What can you do to be more confident? What can you do to build confidence? I'm going to tell you a couple things. You can read more. When you read more, you get exposed to more ideas. You get exposed to more words, and your vocabulary increases. The way you're able to articulate things and express yourself, it gets better. And you walk around and you speak with a bit more confidence than somebody who can't put words together to express themselves, who can't articulate what happened, what's happening, what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Read. Read. The best thing to give you more confidence. Read. And show up. Don't be afraid to show up. You don't need confidence to show up. Confidence is not something they check like ID at the door. You don't need confidence to show up. You can show up. Confidence might come when you get there, but you gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? Confidence might never come, but keep showing up and you gain confidence. Keep being around the people you need to be around, and the people you want to be around, and you'll gain confidence. Things will start happening. You create your life. You have to create and live your own definition of success to even do that. That's how you create your life. Some people's definition of success is, I want a family. And that's what they get. That's what they work towards. That's what they create. And they have that. And they live their definition of success. They sustain their family. They're happy because that brings them joy and fulfillment in life. That's their definition. Some people say, I want a family and a home and maybe a couple dollars in the bank. And some people say, I want a family, a home, a couple dollars in the bank, and maybe a nice car. And some people say, you know what, fuck all that, I want a jet. And you know what, somebody else might say, you know what, I want 2 cats, a dog, a ranch. I want to grow me some cucumber, squash. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there is no limit to what you can want. So why are you wanting the same shit as someone else? The only thing you should be looking at in someone else is how are they getting what the fuck they want. Not how do I get what they want, but how are they getting what they want, if that's what they want. And you can almost tell when someone has what they want because they don't want nothing else. They ain't walking around talking about what you got and wish they had this or that. They don't have those conversations. They just go around planning and doing, well, we're going to do this and we're about to do that and I'm doing this. You know, it's all about doing. So get your confidence by creating what it is you really want out of life. And going all in for it. Anyway, man, I'm going to leave you with that, man. This is already getting way too long, man. I love y'all. And I want y'all to be successful. And I want y'all to know that you are already bosses. You just got to formulate that bossism, you know, that's in you. And focus it on doing whatever it is you here meant to do. You're here for a reason, and you create that reason. That's why this shit's so cool. That's why being a boss is fun. That's why the ups and downs is something that you ride like surfing. If you like surfing is probably the only white boy shit I really wanted to do in life. And, you know, that's the only dangerous, you know what I mean, man? The ocean, the lifeguard ain't shit at the ocean. He don't mean nothing in the ocean, man. And the pool, yeah, the lifeguard, he the man. He can save all kind of lives in the ocean. And I say, man, not to take nothing from them, man. I appreciate them there and all the lives they do save, because you can die in a shallow part. That's why their job is so hard. Like, people just, like, you can stand up here and drown. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, man. I love y'all, man. Find y'all confidence. Seriously, for real, man. Be who the hell you supposed to be, man, because we got enough of everybody else. Be who you need to be for you and everybody else, man, because like I said, once you become who you are, you could be a blessing to so many, man. You'll be what so many are missing. You are what so many are missing. You ever thought about that? Anyway, man, we could do a whole nother show. I love y'all, man. lifeofaboss.net. Check it out. And remember, success is a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And never forget that success is a lifestyle.